another episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at a new young adult book, like the many that are out.
Yeah.
This one called The Darkest Minds. Mm-hmm. Now, this is coming from us from the producers of Stranger Things and Arrival. Mm-hmm. And it's about a group of teenagers, essentially, who gain new powers and are by government's rules now
are considered like dangerous.
Anybody under 18 is considered dangerous.
Yeah, in a way.
So like normal society.
Yeah, in a way where it's like pretty much now they pretty much in a way it's like almost like close to the Runaways where now they have to form their own group and to protect each other and pretty much defend what's going on, in this dystopian type of future now. So it's been getting a lot of buzz, and I really want to check it out just to see what this buzz is about, see how good it looks. So this is for the official trailer for The Darkest Minds. So here we go.
And you can hear this. You're one of us. If you're one of us, you can find us.
Soon there wouldn't be any kids anywhere. The government wasn't afraid of what happened to the ones that didn't make it. They were afraid of us. Because the ones that survived changed. Ruby, you are very rare. Among the most powerful.
She's the most powerful one.
We're going to a place where kids can live together on the outside. The only people who would ever help us were us.
Whatever happens, don't stop.
For their safety and yours, please turn over your children.
I'm smart enough to know you're hiding something. And you're smart enough to be hiding.
I just didn't want you to be afraid of me. The more that I try to control it, the more damage that I do.
She's one of the most powerful ones.
Show you how to use your strengths the way they're meant to be used. We can fight back.
We don't have to stay in darkness. We've survived all of this. I will fight for all of us.
Shit.
Is it sad that it looks like most other young adult movies for me?
It does, but it's interesting though. No, what I'm saying is I'm seeing why it's getting a lot of buzz, pretty much. Only because it has the elements that you get from like a typical like X-Men movie or something like that, or like the Runaways or something like that. But you can tell where it's unique in its own way,
right? Pretty
much, and I like it pretty much. I'm seeing why it's getting a lot of great buzz. A lot of people are saying a lot of great things about it so far, and what is it? It looks interesting. I like how she's, in a way, you can look at her. It feels like she's like the Dark Phoenix of it all, pretty much. Where she's not, you know what I mean, pretty much. Where it's like she knows how to control it, but it's like she's afraid to use it. But it's just that by the end of it, you're just seeing, how far her power is extended to. But it's getting a lot of great buzz, though. To me, that's what it
see
is.
that. I still see another young adult movie trying to be made based off a book. I'm be honest. I'm not gonna beat around the bush on this one. I got that feeling.
Hopefully another trailer, convince you or
it's
something
like if somebody wrote a book and was inspired to write the book by the X-Men.
I'm pretty sure whoever, the writer of this, pretty much, I'm pretty sure they were inspired, of course they were comic book driven, but it's like they wanted to make it more unique in its own way. But hopefully maybe in another trailer it would change your mind pretty much on Darkest Minds.
I don't know. For me, it's a no right now.
But because there's rare few pretty much that really get anybody's attention when it comes nowadays to young adult novels. Pretty much, it's a matter of does it have a good strong story, solid story? Is it something that it's like okay, I could live off of this, or not live off of it, but it's like I can understand what they're going through, things like that. But I see what they're trying to do. and I wouldn't mind seeing another trailer to see a little bit more of what's going on. Because here it's just right now it's just showing us, okay, you know, they live in this future where it's like now you got all these kids who need to protect each other pretty much because of their abilities. You know, so hopefully we get more of deeper insight of what's going on in the story. But like I said, for you it's still more of like it's the same shit, different type of movie type of thing. But you know, I guess again we would have to see maybe in another trailer.
Sorry, look, it comes from like. It's being directed by a chick who directed Kung Fu Panda 2, and then being worked on by a guy who wrote for that TNT show Good Behavior and wrote some episodes for Wayward Pines.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like it has bad people attached
No, that's what I
to
said.
it.
It doesn't have bad people.
It's just, I've seen
it's just
this...
for you, it's a generic type of, you know, young adult novel, things like that. But for me, it's like I try to avoid that persona of it and try to see...
Well, I'm not trying to say... If you like these movies, you're an idiot, or you like these movies, you're a moron.
No. I
understand where you're coming from. I also point out something else. I'm just saying, for me, I've seen this trailer like with Hunger Games, all the Hunger Games. I've seen this trailer for all the Divergence, with all the Twilights, and like it's usually the same thing for me. And this one, like I said, it just feels like the guy really liked X-Men books growing up and decided to write a book based on kind of that concept, but with just the kids.
But like I said, though, pretty much, it's just that you have to look at it. I look at it a different perspective besides just the young adult novels or anything like that. I try to, because there's not that was like the newest trend, not trend anymore. But when it first started, but it's just a matter of how can I say this? Just trying to see which one has that unique story, the one that's like. It grabs your attention towards like, okay, this is something I could work with, or this is something okay I could deal with, or I handle, or I understand, or something like that. It's like some of it, yeah, it's generic, but there's some that's just like, okay, I see where they're going with it. But like I said, I'm really excited. I really wouldn't mind seeing another trailer to make a final decision.
What doesn't help either is that it's being done by 20th Century Fox. Essentially, the guys who until recently owned the X-Men license. So it doesn't help that's where I even get more of my X-Men vibes from.
Well, either which way, again, like you said, it's like, you put that aside and just look at the movie for itself. Even if you didn't know...
Okay, fine, I'll do that. If I wasn't looking at with young adult stuff...
If you didn't know it was a young adult stuff.
I think it'd be a ripoff of X-Men movies.
Okay.
I think it'd be a ripoff of every generic superhero movie out there about a young group of kids trying to fight the resistance, fight the power, That's why I think it is. If it wasn't
No. I understand that's your opinion, pretty much, That's why I said hopefully maybe in another trailer, maybe it can expand a little bit more, give us a deeper story.
But with the young adult things, I can see all the stereotypes, like the young girl leading a group of resistant fighters to stop the older people from ruining the rest of the world. Her falling in love with some slightly older dude. A couple of the adults being like actors we do know, like we saw Mandy Moore there. I think I saw the guy from CSI in there too. So it it has the tropes.
You're gonna have those people pretty much, such as yourself, pretty much, where it's like it's too typical of a movie for them, pretty much. And I'm hoping again, even when I do watch this, I'm gonna try to put that all aside and just look at the movie itself. And hopefully by the end of it, I'm hoping that it's not like. Like how you just stated, pretty much. It's a generic type of setup of where everything's going.
Yeah.
But like I said, hopefully it does
Hell,
well.
I think the ending of Logan did this to an extent.
Yeah, in a way.
But it was a lot more rated R, though.
No, it was hard rated R. But like I said, like I said, I'm just more interested to see what's gonna come out of this because
it's
there's
not
again a lot
clear what exactly her powers are either.
Well, that's what I said.
Like we see. Is she a very powerful telekinetic? Is she control lightning?
Well, as we get it from the kid, pretty much the older guy, pretty much, where it looks like he's got more a telepath type of thing, where he's able to, or whatever you call it, where he's able to move a lot of things with his mind, pretty much. So it's like we really haven't decided, pinpoint on what each one of their powers are. Hopefully, maybe in another trailer, we kind of start understanding what's going on.
At best, it's for me. If I had to watch it. probably be a Netflix or a rental, to be honest, right now. I know you're gonna wait for another trailer, but as of right now,
that's
for
what I'm
me,
saying.
it's-
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that maybe in another trailer it may, change your mind. Not a lot, but maybe just slightly, pretty much. To where it's, I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to see it in theaters, but at least going, okay, now I'm starting to give this movie just a little bit of a chance at least. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
But other than that, like I said, I enjoyed it pretty much. I'm seeing why it's getting a lot of buzz for it, so.
So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about book adaptations, hit the subscribe button down below. If you're also mobile, hit that bell icon.
Just let us know what you guys thought of this trailer, what you loved about it. Even if you've read the book, pretty much, is it that good of a book, pretty much? Or is it just, again, like, maybe what he said or something
Is
close
it good
to
enough book to warrant a movie, is what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Is it good enough to be turned into a film, pretty much? Let us know in the comments below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall. But most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this was a not-so-darkest minds that filled episode of SRB.
See you
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
as well as our other shows,
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can check us out on Twitter
as well as Stardust
@SuperReactBros.